The dating sim is pretty simple and bare bones. The original idea was going to be much larger in scope, you know, an affinity point system, multiple endings for each romanceable character, music. But it was getting very tedious and time consuming, and I just wanted to move on to learn other stuff, so here we are. The dating sim has you start out on an intro path where you pretty much go around meeting all the romanceable characters. And at the end of the intro path, it branches off into 3 separate paths, one for each of the romanceable characters. And like I said, I didn't implement any affection points or similar mechanics, so when you get to the branching paths, you pretty much pick which one you're going to go down. From there, you just go down whatever path you picked, and bada bing, bada boom, you romance someone. You know, pretty straightforward, pretty good. That's pretty much all there is to talk about, really. You know, no major bugs or anything, just some minor things like scaling and fixing typos in the dialogue trees, which is a good segue to, you know, how I implemented the dialogue. I implemented the dialogue with a dictionary. Dictionaries are a type of data structure that consists of a collection of key value pairs where each key is mapped to a certain value. Basically, you have a hallway of doors where each door can only be opened up by their respective key. And contained within the door is, well, whatever you put in. I set the key as indexes, and the value consisted of everything from the name, dialogue text, you know, yada yada yada, and most importantly, the next key, which we then use to set up the next scene, and so on and so forth. But this quickly got tedious with organizing the dialogue, so I just created a Google Doc with a numbered list basically simulating my dictionary, and then I copied it over. It worked pretty well, I guess. Now, I think this dictionary method is all well and good, right? You know, for prototyping, or if the project is pretty small in scale, but from what I experience, it's not very good, or at least not very practical for large branching dialogue trees. You know, I would constantly put the wrong key in the wrong place, and I think that's because it's hard to visualize everything when it's just a block of text, you know? It makes it very easy to get lost, you know, at least for me. In the future, I'll look into some Godot plugins like Dialogic, Dialogue Manager, you know, developer Ezra's dialogue plugin, or I'll make my own plugin, who knows? And hopefully, when I try and do a dialogue system later on again, I don't freaking hate myself by the end of it. Well, that's it for today. I put the project on GitHub and itch.io, so if you want to give it a try, you know, critique my coding, or just want to chuckle, then you can download it there. Well, I'll see you next time, probably. Fizzles!